Welcome back to my playthrough of Rush, and this time it's map 6, Delusions. And we're not really in for a slaughter map this time, it's probably the only one in the set that's not, and so the only tip I have this time around is cheese. Yes, every single fight in this map can be cheesed. It's not a bad map at all, it's still a great map and really fun, but the fights can all be cheesed and they're not really slaughter, so just sit back and enjoy this time around, have a little break. It's like a mid-rush break, and that's still really a fun map, don't get me wrong. I hope you enjoy the playthrough, and let's get on with map 6, Delusions. Okay, so a moving sky, and we're in a map with technically a hot start, so if you can hear, yeah, well, there we go. There's a chain gunner over there that you can actually see the top of your head, and he's shooting into a bunch of spectres, and he's also angered this Hectobus here, so let's quickly get out of the way of all that. And yeah, let's just for a second appreciate a moving starry sky in Doom. Really cool little touch, I really like that. But yeah, this map stands out in this set, I would say. It is probably the only one that you really couldn't call slaughter. It's just a regular sort of map. Now, a Hectobus, like I said, they are extremely dangerous, but when they're stationary like this, don't fret too much. You just take them out the exact same way you would a Mancubus. And there's a sneaky little switch here to take you there, but we don't want to go there yet at all. Let's go get some goodies. So yeah, as you can see, this map is this kind of cool, very cool, but weird, like rocky, blocky outpost in the middle of like a big circular disc of water with the rotating starry sky. Very cool aesthetics and atmosphere in my opinion. Really feel like you're in some sort of mystical place. Dare I say, this is a new reference to pair with it, but it kind of reminds me of, oh, what are they called in the Nether in Minecraft, where there's the pigs who like gold, like a bastion is it called? Kind of reminds me of that, although this predates the idea. But yeah, let's come and get some goodies. This isn't really slaughter, but it's part of the set, so I'm going to play it, of course. And that doesn't mean that it's any less difficult than some of the slaughter maps in here. Like I'd say it's a little bit more difficult than map 4 was, for example. Okay, and here's some of the goodies, but I have to be careful. There is an ambush of chain gunners. Alright, didn't cop too much damage. It's just the 3. So this map, I say this in a few different maps, but this map in particular, there is an enormous difference between getting sprung by all the traps and knowing what you're doing. I definitely think it's meant to be like a trick map to, you know, be a fun thing to explore the first time you've played. But once you know all the tricks, like I'm saying, it's just a sort of methodical grind of just springing all the traps, doing your work. Not to say that the traps are necessarily easy, even when you know they're coming. But there's this, yeah, strange trope of like stationary monsters everywhere in this map. See, and here's another one. That Revenant before, the Archfile, this guy. All there, I guess, just to stop you running into different arenas before you've done your thing. Now, here comes the toughest bit in the map. For me, as a keyboard player, before I do that actually, look at this. How cool. There's like some strange building over there. There's like this crazy torch thing. The moving sky, I can't get over the moving sky, so cool. Alright, see these rockets here? That's a secret, getting those. And I find it difficult because it involves platforming, yep. Every keyboard player's favourite, some platforming. Now let's just see, I'm not going to get shot in the back while I do it. Okay, so I have to try and get across these. Now this might take me a few tries, but I find the best thing to do is just run, keep my momentum, and there we go. Okay, I've practiced it pretty well. Oh yeah, there's an ambush though when you get here, and bugger if I'm going to jump off to avoid it. I got lucky there. And now, to drop down perfectly, because I do not want to do this a bunch of times, I'm going to use the map. Okay, I'm lined up perfectly actually, so let's follow mode on. Just very carefully. There we go. Follow mode off and zoom back out again a bit. Look at this, all this squares, like really cool looking map considering that it is actually just a whole bunch of rectangles. Okay, so that's secret. Platforming to it. I'm pretty practiced at it now because I've played Rush a lot. I love this WAD. But yeah, figuring out how to do that with the keyboard took me a while. I was assuming you needed a bit more momentum than you really do. Just sort of run straight forwards and just turn, don't use any strafe running, and you will have enough momentum, fortunately. Alright, look at this whole lift goes up, nice and cool, and now we're about to finally get the chance to get our own back on these guys. Also, there's a couple of bony boys here. It was pretty weak, so maybe he'd already fought one of the chain gunners. And we're all good. Oh, and I've forgotten about a secret. Let's go back. Taking the lift down. Around this little pier here is a switch. So the water doesn't hurt. We can go for a big walk out here if we wanted to. But remember that, because I'm going to point out something later. But that switch, very important to flick, because going up over here. Oh, hang on, there's a spectre here. Let's just get him. Actually, am I going to get ambushed by revenants again? No, it's just those two, and I've already killed them. So yeah, over here and here, if I look very carefully downwards, there's a teleporter there, and it takes us into this cool big building. See, I'm in here now. Hello, rest of the map. It's me. So what we get here is 2 soul spheres. So I can come back if I ever need another soul sphere. And we've also raised the step to this teleporter, which takes us to another secret. Look at all these goodies, but what I really want is the plasma rifle. I'm going to leave these 2 goodies for later. I'll need them for something else. Now, let's... shouldn't have jumped there, I should have jumped somewhere else. Let's go around here. And do this bit, which is pretty tough, but now that I have a plasma rifle, not so bad. So if you're really astute, you can see PrBoom glitching a little bit, and you can see the guy's hand through the floor. So what I'm going to do in here is just run through to here. The Archfile can't follow me down, and there we go. Nasty though, a nasty trap if you don't know it's coming, real nasty. So I'm technically cheesing pretty much every trap in this map by knowing that it's coming. Oh well, that's what I get. That is what I get. I had 200, 100, which would have been amazing for this next bit, and I blew it by being impatient and stupid. But okay, this trap, this is what I want the plasma rifle for. This is nasty. So we come here, press the button, quickly kill these revenants, because there's this guy, and I want to be facing him one-on-one, with the super shotgun preferably. Okay, this couldn't have gone any more perfectly because he's nowhere near the revenant corpses, and there we go. And now what's spawned up in here is a bunch more revenants and a mancubus and an arachnotron. So I'm gonna, okay, yep, just like that, you can hear they are infighting. I just want a little bit of infighting. There's plenty of ammo on this map, but it's just what I do, man. I'm showing you my typical strats. Okay, that was a bit silly, because I'm sure I'm being chased still, but I've got the mancubus to infight. Arachnotron, now it's your turn. Oh, those revenants are absolutely gangbanging him. Okay, cool. There's a bit of fighting going on. I'm going to start pumping my super shotgun now. Does pumping my super shotgun sound wrong? Surely not. Actually, it could. I don't know, I'm just trying to lighten the mood because, yeah, this is just a bunch of peekaboo shooting into a sprung cheesy trap. Yeah, it's strange that they decided to chuck this non-slaughter map right into the middle of a set of slaughter maps. Whoops. I got, like, weirdly stuck on the floor. Okay, and now we're just dealing with these 2. Should I just use bullets, maybe? Maybe. Whoa. And yeah, I think, did I mention at the start, this is the only map in the set co-authored by someone, so it's not just Archi, but a co-author, a guy called Demonologist. A guy or girl, I don't know. So that could be why it has such a different feel to everything else. Yeah, and flipping that switch over there temporarily lets me come here. Now what we want to do is this, and finally a rocket launcher, but beware. Okay, he was nice, so I was able to get out of there, but also there's one of these guys. Stationary on a pillar, just like so many of these fights. So he's really no big deal. In fact, look at that. But get ready when we jump down here. See those teleporter pads? It's an imp bush. Yeah, we got a little bit of an imp bush to deal with, but you can just sort of run around them. And, well, get out of here, you scamps. You little scallywags. Nice try with your imp bush. Your imp bush city limits. Can you tell this map's a bit easier compared to most of the rest? I think I said map 4 and map 1 are the easiest. And, well, I don't know. Once you know what's coming in this map, maybe this is the easiest. But only because I know what's coming. Now, with the red key, we're ready to go. and rocket launcher in hand, to here. Remember all the way back at the start how I pressed this switch to come here? And now, well, here is an incredibly cheesable fight. There are two major ways to cheese it. Number one, don't actually walk in there, just trigger the line def, and then just sit back a bit. Okay, they're managing to come around anyway. It's a bit smarter than I like. But yeah, see a bunch of Hell Knights come in as well, so you just stand here, take out anyone who's like coming to get you, and let them all infight. Cheesy. Easy cheese. But the other way is you can actually jump down in there and just shoot rockets past the gap in the bars, like directly to my left. They're all pretty close, and I'll splash myself if I do it now. Man, they didn't survive some rocket splash damage. But like here, if you just start firing through here, pretty easy to cheese it just by doing that as well. But yeah, I don't even have any shells. Okay. A very easy to cheese fight. It wouldn't be that bad even if you are in here, because you got the rocket launcher, you just slowly but surely just be careful like this. But when it's that cheesable, I'm gonna cheese it. Now, one of the few bits in the map that actually can be tough, there is an archfile in here. And I'm just gonna grab these, but of course you can imagine that when I press this red switch, all hell breaks loose. And indeed it does, kind of. But this never closes, like you can just run the hell away, and that's what I'm going to do, and you'll see why. So, Archfile, you do get a supercharge, but look, 2 super demons in a really tight spot, so let's get the hell out of there. And if you have a good memory, you'll remember that there's a secret right here that I didn't grab. Oh crap. Okay, good thing the lift is right there. And so I use the invulnerability for this, although going down there has used up a lot of it. So I have to be quick. But the good news is I don't need the invulnerability to actually kill the cyber demons. I just needed to successfully grab this. Uh-oh. Okay. Run. Okay. I panicked a little bit because I thought I was stuck. But we're good now. We're totally good. And you know why? Jeez. By standing here, they can't shoot me, and I can shoot them. So yeah, I don't know if it was intentional to make every single fight in this map so cheesable. Whoops, the archfile's targeting me actually. But they are, and if it is, I actually applaud it if it was intentional, because it's cool to let the player figure out, you know, like this ambush can be super nuts, or if you allow the player to sort of take their time and figure things out, they can do it tactically, and you don't actually have to be that good of a player with skill-wise to actually still beat a map that, on paper, sounds like it should be really, really hard. No, this guy got hit with the BFG many times. I sort of just sprayed it and prayed it because I was talking while trying to cheese. There we go. And I still actually have to take out the archfile. I should use rockets. Usually the archfile actually gets annoyed by the cyber demons. Okay, cool, a little bit more cells. And so it's a little bit rare that he's still alive there, but whatever. And look at that, I'm nearly fully stacked. Don't even need you, get out of here, green armor. And we're ready to go to the very final fight, which actually it took me ages to figure out how to get there the first time I played this map, but you walk up along here, and then down out here. And into this cool little area. Oh, and take note, see the floor, the liquid now is all gone to lava, and it hurts if you walk out there. Excuse me, a cool little touch, really cool little touch. Now, be really, really careful when you're collecting these rockets. Do not fall in said lava because it's a long walk back to safety. Yeah, but look at this little like carpeted stairway in the stone. I mean, Archi, and in this case Demonologist, have a really great sense for architecture, and I wonder if that's what Archi is short for. Architecture. Should be. Alright, so this is the final fight. Only 6 enemies, but it's pretty tricky. Obviously, things don't really happen until you press the switch. Press it, run the hell back. That's the guy we want to get, but be careful, there is a cyber demon. And did he anger the Hectorbusters? He sure did, so let's just leave him to it. And this is it. These 3 enemies. And taking out the cyber demon is actually pretty damn simple. I'm just keeping a really good eye on how this infight's going. I don't want a stray rocket to suddenly come at me. But yeah, we come down here, avoid the rockets of course, and just start doing this. And anyway, I started blasting. And from all the way back here with the plasma rifle, it's super safe. Just make sure every single time you see him firing to move. And be really careful to just like watch for rockets in amongst all your plasma, and that is it. Delusions. Yeah, as I said, I'll just repeat myself one more time. If you know what's coming, it's the easiest map in the set. All the fights are cheesable. It's the sort of map that really it's better to be played blind because it's got that sort of trick aspect to it. But yeah, as you just saw, easy to smash through once you know what's coming. I guess the other thing to do, of course, is not to cheese it and to try and test yourself. That little arena with the 2 cyberdims and the arch file, that'd be really bloody hard if you didn't cheese it. I guess the thing to do would be to grab the invulnerability first and then run back to press the red switch. That's really what you should do, right? And then just quickly make a beeline for the BFG and then just go for them. What other fights would be easier without cheesing? Oh yeah, the Revenants and the Hell Knights in the little snaky bars area. Try not to cheese that. But other than that, all the other fights were just sort of easy, you know? Even the last one. As soon as you know the archfiles, of course you're going to turn around and BFG it. You're in a big open area. Oh, anyway, it's a cool map. It has really cool look, and it's fun, and that's what counts for the most. And I'll see you in the next episode of Rush when we get back into some hardcore slaughter.